Welfare agencies say high rents are forcing more and more Victorians into substandard accommodation. Last night, a man was lucky to escape uninjured after a shed in which he was sleeping caught fire in Melbourne's west. As Alison Savage reports, firefighters and welfare groups say it's a far from isolated incident.
A man was living in this brick shed at the back of a property in Sunshine West before a mosquito coil sparked a fire last night. Firefighters say they're often called out to jobs like this, finding people sleeping in places not designed to be lived in.
Some of these areas we find people are sleeping in their sheds because of the number of people in a house. It is a concern when people are sleeping in the shed.
Reports of people paying to live in sheds or overcrowded houses are on the rise thanks to soaring rental costs in Melbourne.
So if we look back to 2007, since then there's been a 40% increase in the cost of rent. That is well above inflation.
It's been a boom for so-called slumlords profiting from renting out questionable properties.
We've seen stories recently of multiple people being packed into apartments that are designed for one or two people to live in.
The government says housing affordability is a priority and developing more cheap housing stock is the key.
We don't want to see people living in conditions like that. Absolutely, that's not what we want to see.
Meanwhile, the opposition's taking aim at the cost of living more broadly.
Australia has gone from being the lucky country to one of the most expensive countries, whether it's housing, whether it's food costs.
It's launched a new website for Victorians to lodge complaints about the ways they're feeling the pinch. Alison Savage, ABC News, Melbourne.